Hey, hey. So it's an easy, breezy holiday weekend, and I decided, well, I wanted pizza, but unfortunately, the type of pizza that I want is a little bit complicated and specialized, so I decided to make it myself. So what I'm going to do, and y'all are going to see this, I'm going to make a gluten-free pizza with non-dairy cheese, but it's going to be a little bit different than you might expect. Okay, so first I started with some onion, and I'm going to layer it. That should give you a clue. I already started a little bit. I think that's going to be enough onion. So I'm going to do this right quick. Even with the small peppers, you still trying to prevent as much waste as possible, right? So I'm going to go all the way around. And avoid the seeds. And it's fun. So now I've got some turkey sausage. I've got some turkey pepperoni. I'm just not big on pork. And so I'm slicing that up right quick while I'm waiting for the crust to parbake. And so basically all of this is taking about, I don't know, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm going to add the other things on there now. I'm going to go in for some of the red onion. And ordinarily, I would pot cook some of this. In this particular instance, I know the vegan cheese needs moisture. It doesn't do as well when it's a dry heat or a dry cook. So it's better to layer and give a little bit of steam action. And some of the peppers, different colored peppers. This really was enough. I thought I'd have to do another round. And the sausage, smoked sausage. The thing is, you want to kind of overfill it because, like with any type of pie, once you get it all cooked together, it's going to cook down a bit. So you want to kind of be setting up some. So this is going to be the middle layer. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay, a little onion. I'm going to start over with the pepperoni. So you don't lose any, you don't waste it. And put it mostly toward the center. And then just kind of spread it. That way you don't get cheese everywhere. And of course, it's okay if some cheese gets on the crust. Right? Right. We all know it. We all know it. So if you haven't guessed by now, this is definitely going to be like a deep dish situation. And I don't think I'm going to feel deprived by the end of the night, do you? Okay, let's give it some action, if you. Something pretty. Jukebox baby. I'm just alternating it. I'm not doing anything particularly particular. I'm just having fun with it. Because it's a holiday weekend and I'm chilling out, and that's all it is to it. I want to use all of the things. I saved them for something else. I love these types of things because you can basically do whatever you want with it. And it gives people options. You can go completely vegan. Um, you can make whatever customizations you want to, more seafood or what have you. You know, that's the cool thing about it. I don't know, chef. There's a limit to how much we're going to try and tell people to eat. I want folks to be healthy, but I want you to enjoy it too, and I want it to be good for your body. And those three things are not always mutually exclusive. But I would venture that this one is probably a little bit healthier than most, I guess, if that's what you're going for. I'm not really. I just don't want to be allergic to it. And give it a nice little dusting. And off we go. So it turned out pretty well, and that was the right thing to do, to kind of overfill it a little bit. I'm not going to try and slice it while it's hot. We'll get some pics of that later. Hey folks, so a couple of notes about the pies this weekend: the deep dish pizza pie and the lemon curd ice cream pie. They were very, very easy to do. Now I did the store-bought crust because I wanted to see how fast that would be for a home cook. Obviously, I know I had a gluten-free bakery. I can make the crust myself. But I wanted to see how that would impact the whole process and make it easier for people because I'm not a shamer like that. Um, I would just make sure you salt the crust because whether it's gluten free or a regular type of crust, pie crust, puff pastry, even some of the pizza crust, they're really normally undersalted, and that makes a difference. Unsalted butter, I use salted butter. Also, the prep part was only 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm serious. The actual counter prep, it was about 15 minutes of parbaking the crust. At least 10 minutes of letting that cool before you add, certainly before you add the ice cream. But I mean, all of that's happening while I'm chopping. And I mean, do keep in mind that, professional chef, we're a lot more practiced, perhaps. But I padded that a little bit. I'm cutting out some slack on that one. Okay. 30 minutes of counter prep. Layer it in, and you're done. And then the pie goes in the oven. The dessert goes in the freezer, and you can do it ahead. You can make it ahead, or you can do it last minute. It works either way. Enjoy yourself.